When it was the Republicans' turn, Devin Nunes hammered home one message, that this was all a big show being directed by the Democrats.
The witnesses deemed suitable for television by the Democrats were put through a closed-door audition process.
They required these witnesses to sing both a ballad and an up-tempo number. I nailed Surrey with a fringe on top. How come I'm not testifying? Then it came... Thank you. Then...
That was good. I like how you did that. You're rolling.
Then it came time for questions from GOP staff attorney and guy at the gym judging how much you can squat, Steve Castor. Castor seemed to have a clear strategy. Keep bringing up a bunch of insane, debunked Republican conspiracy theories.
In the information published by Sergei Leshchenko about the Manafort Black Ledgers in August of 2016, the very day that was published, Mr. Manafort resigned from the campaign, correct?
I don't know, Mr. Castor.
But certainly that gives rise to some concern that there are elements of the Ukrainian establishment that were out to get the president. That's a very reasonable belief of his, correct?
I don't know. I don't know, sir. Mr. Castor, I don't know.
Mr. Taylor, can you verify where Barack Obama was born? Is Hillary Clinton her own stunt double? Was Hunter Biden paid $50,000 a month by Burisma to spray the chemtrails that are turning my dog gay? Why else is my dog humping my leg, sir? Correct? In a follow-up question, Castor tried to clarify, kinda, it wasn't really clear.
The run-up to the 2016 election, there's many facts that remain unresolved. Agreed?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
The question is it not true that there are still unknown things in this world? Is there a Loch Ness Monster? Where did they bury Jimmy Hoffa? Why did I just say Jimmy Hoffa instead of Jimmy Hoffa? Why do men have nipples, sir? Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa. I'm going home.
Johnny Castor.
According to Castor, the president of Ukraine was really into meeting with Giuliani.
But the way Zelensky states it here, it sounds like he is very much looking forward to speaking with America's mayor.
Oh, yeah. Everybody looks forward to meeting Pete Buttigieg. He's delightful. Just so nice.
That's a good guy.
Yeah. After that, representatives were given 5 minutes of questioning each, and GOP Representative Mike Turner had a novel approach to his questioning.
Ambassador, you testified about a number of things that you heard. Isn't it possible that the things that you heard were not true? You could be wrong, correct? And they could be wrong, or they could be mistaken. Right, so you could be wrong.
So that's their best argument? Maybe there is no reality. Maybe everything is just an illusion created by an evil genius to deceive us about the true nature of the universe. Maybe we're all just cosmic stardust floating through a beautiful vortex where there is no up, no down, no right or wrong, or high crimes or misdemeanors. Then Republican, nothing can be known. Nothing can be known. Then Republican Representative John Ratcliffe shared this ironclad defense of Trump's Ukraine call.
What did President Zelensky actually do to get the aid? The answer is nothing. He did nothing. He didn't open any investigations. He didn't call Attorney General Bill Barr. He didn't do any of the things that House Democrats say that he was being forced and coerced and threatened to do.
So Trump got caught before he could force Zelensky to do it. He failed. But the fact that he's a bad criminal doesn't make it not a crime. Because if being bad at something makes you not that thing, then Trump is not a business owner or a husband. Then, all over the place, just black ice. Then, Democrat Eric Swalwell had some technical difficulties when he tried to play a clip of Mick Mulvaney.
Ambassador Taylor, I'd like you to listen to what he said. I'll read it for you.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, he didn't have the.
Jim, can we see that clip again? Okay, let's move on. Let's just move on. The real Republican attack dog was Ohio Congressman and America's assistant wrestling coach, Jim Jordan. Jordan kept calling for the whistleblower to testify because he said he wanted to talk to the guy who started it all. But he was shut down by Vermont's Peter Welch.
I say to my colleague, I'd be glad to have the person who started it all come in and testify. President Trump is welcome to take a seat right there.
Is this on? Thank you. I'll be here all week. Seriously, this is never going to end. We got a great show for you tonight. Tim Robbins is here. But when we return, Donald Trump